Good morning, YouTube community, and I am back out here at the Ashokan Reservoir, and it looks like the water's dropped quite a bit since the last time I was here, and I really am actually very pleased to see that. So gonna head back out here to this point I was at recently, see if we can get into some smallmouth bass. Need one of these boats. Alright guys, here we are back at the Ashokan Reservoir, and I'm back out here on this point over here where you can see my tackle bag over there maybe, and it's about 6 feet lower than last time I was here, because that's a little land bridge kind of that island that I was walking through water to get to the last time I was here. So anyhow, I'm getting right to it. I'm gonna start casting around here and see if we can't tie into some smallmouth. So let's get going. Gonna start off here with a lipless crankbait. It's a little Bass Pro Shops XPS lipless, and see if we got any takers on the first cast. Sometimes I don't like that first cast fish because I've been cursed before by that, and then it is just no fish after that. And with this water being about 6 feet lower, it might not be 6, but it's every bit of 4. Some areas over in here that were what I deemed as shallow the last time are probably just almost just have a teeny bit of water covering them. So I may actually focus my attention out here on this point, because it's going to be in deeper water. So you can see the cove side over here, and then this is, you know, obviously main lake side with a big long point back around that corner. So maybe they're sitting out here on this point, but we'll find them. I wish they'd take this water down about 10 more feet, because last year, it might have been 15 feet lower last year. Right out here where the camera is aimed, it was just unbelievable what you could see with the different undulations in the rocks, and there's some old home foundations from before this reservoir was built. I mean, just crazy stuff out here in front of me, and stupidly did not bring a camera out here. Didn't have my GoPro at the time, but did not bring a camera out here and record everything, because it is really interesting. I mean, it's pretty cool. You kind of dream of seeing the underwater structure, and it's, again, going to be really tough to see, but out here, like off this point right there, you can see the gravel comes out, and then it just sharply just drops off. There's just two literal, I mean, when you say point, there are 2 points right there, and I may end up walking over there and checking that out. Here we are. Here we are, baby. Come on. Stay on, baby. Stay on. That's good. Ain't bad. Stay on. No, stay down. Stay down. Here we go. There we are. Early morning, Ashokan Reservoir, smallmouth bass. Release action. Smallmouth in the morning, you gotta love it. One thing I failed to mention, when I came here, it was about in the mid 40s this morning, so it's really dropped off in that little breeze. You see a little chop on the water out here. A little breeze blowing over the back of my neck right now is some kind of cold. The last time I was here, I had to walk across this little gravel bar. I had to take my shoes off and go through the water here. And now it's about 4 feet lower. So I'm able to walk across on dry land, get a couple casts in behind this island, and then I want to shoot over to that point over there. I am dying to fish around that. My hunch is that there will be fish on that point over there, though. Okay, got out here to this other point, and it is absolutely tremendous. I mean, you talk about a point, boom, point. So, Bass Man Spinnerbait, do your magic. Come on, be a just pile of bass out here. Come on, there has got to be a pile of bass out here, because this, I can see with my polarized glasses. So this little bit of rocks here, that little rock bit there, it goes straight out. I can see a red streak or a brown streak going straight out. So there is a cut right in here. There has to be bass laying in here. Has to be. There he is right there. Oh, I know that was on video. Oh my goodness. Came right up there and crunched it right at the surface. Man, it's a nice bass too. Came right up there at the surface and crunched it. I'm gonna see if I can get back in there, but I have a knot to deal with. Just gonna turn the camera off real quick. Or not. Nice, okay. All right, let's go right back there. He did not get hooked. And I mean, he put the move on it. Well, I should make a video, maybe at some point, of scouting fishing areas when the water's low, because definitely very important to do that. Water drops down. If you can take the time to go out, scout around and look, see what's up. But like I was saying, if this water was 4 feet deeper, which it was a couple weeks ago, I'm never coming out here. But because the water is down, I'm able to get out on a long point that heads out into the main reservoir and hopefully get to a whole pile of fish that are relating to it, because the water's starting to cool down, and if the fish are schooling up and starting to kind of push towards a winter pattern, this should be textbook. Emphasis on should be. Let's see what we can do. It looks amazing. I'm gonna go with the Bass Man Spinnerbait, nice and quiet along the front edge of this point. But if you look back here, I mean, I just walked, I don't know, 200 yards maybe, 175 yards. And this is just, it just dead ends right out here, kind of in the deeper part of the lake. So this is awesome. Hopefully one crunches it right off the bat here. Probably didn't cast out quite far enough. Kind of tickling the front of these rocks here. There we go, right there, second cast on the Bass Man Spinnerbait, very big. Come on. There we go. Second cast. Bass Man Spinnerbait. Said I was gonna walk over to this point, see if we could figure him out. What did we do? Get out here, second cast, Bass Man Spinnerbait, right there. Not a big guy, but he still tells a story. Oh, it's gonna be fun if I get into a pile of them. All right, Bass Man Spinnerbait, get back in there and do your work. That was fun. Sit there and see this place from 300 or 400 yards away, and it was calling me. Let's just see it continue. Okay, I'm doing a little water temperature test here. It's 48 degrees outside, and I am looking down here. This gauge adjusts pretty quickly. It is about 56 degree water. So that's interesting, 56 degree water temperature. It's not been that cold. I think what could be impacting that is it was really cool over the past few nights, and I'm just checking the surface temperature. I would bet if I was in a boat and I could lower that thermometer down 10 or 12 feet, that temperature would probably be up closer to 60, 61. So these fish are definitely, there's no doubt in my mind they're in a fall feed pattern, but it's just a matter of fishing from the shoreline, figuring out where they are, what they want, with just a half day or so to do that. Sitting on all this water can be a challenge, but I've managed to catch two, and that in itself is an absolute blast and a total treat. There we go. My goodness. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Fish number 3 on the Bass Man Spinnerbait, baby. Fish number 3 on the Bass Man Spinnerbait. You gotta love you some of that. Well, there's a third bass of the morning on a Bass Man Spinnerbait. You gotta love that. That's 2 for the Bass Man Spinnerbait. Let's keep going, baby. I tell you what, these fish in here are some strong smallmouth. When they hit, it feels, that fish right there, compared to bass that I've caught for years and years and years, that fish felt like he was 4 pounds. I mean, just, I couldn't move him at first. They are just absolutely incredibly strong fish. Well, ask yourself a question. Did you enjoy this video? Well, I hope you did. And if you did, please hit that subscribe button down there. Also, like and leave your comments below. I'll be more than happy to respond back. And I look forward to seeing you guys all on the next video. Tight lines, everybody.